Now at 11, legendary golfer Tiger Woods is facing a long road to recovery tonight after suffering serious injuries in a single-car rollover crash. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Tiger Woods is in serious but stable condition tonight, awake and responsive.
Officials say Woods is lucky to be alive, and the fact that he was wearing a seatbelt likely saved his life. We have team coverage, including an update on Tiger's condition, but we begin with Mary Beth McDade, who joins us live from near the crash site. Mary Beth.
Yeah, Mike and Cher, we're along the dangerous stretch of Hawthorne Boulevard where the crash occurred. And the first responder who arrived here on the scene says that when he got here, that Tiger Woods was able to speak and that he appeared to be calm and lucid. And he also credits the golf legend's seatbelt with saving his life.
We have a rollover with someone trapped.
It was shortly after 7 this morning when Tiger Woods was involved in a solo rollover crash in Rolling Hills Estates and became trapped inside a mangled mess of metal.
When I arrived on scene, Mr. Woods was seated in the driver's seat. I made contact with him and I ensured that he was able to speak to me. At that time, he seemed that as though he was still calm and lucid.
This LA County Sheriff's deputy was the first one who responded to a neighbor's 911 call.
I asked him what his name was. He told me his name was Tiger, and at that moment I immediately recognized him. I asked him if he knew where he was, what time of day, just to make sure he was oriented.
The golf great who was in town to host the Genesis Open somehow lost control of his courtesy car while traveling northbound on Hawthorne Boulevard. Officials say he hit a center median, crossed over the southbound lane, and veered off the road, rolling several times through the brush before hitting a tree. Fire officials say Woods had to be extricated.
They had a halogen tube, which is used for prying, and an axe was also used to pry the person free from the vehicle.
Officials say Woods couldn't stand on his own. He was then rushed to the hospital with severe leg injuries. Woods was apparently heading from Terranea Resort, where he was reportedly staying, to Rolling Hills Country Club to record a show for the Golf Channel. TMZ obtained this video of Woods heading up Hawthorne Boulevard moments before the crash. While he doesn't appear to be speeding here, investigators are looking into whether he was speeding in the dangerous downhill curvy stretch of Hawthorne Boulevard near Palos Verdes Drive North.
That specific stretch of roadway is one of our trouble spots. Our locals in Rancho Palos Verdes and Rolling Hills Estates know that it's a hot spot for traffic collisions as well as speed.
And Sheriff Villanueva says that the investigation could take several days, if not weeks, to complete. He says he does believe that speed played a factor here. Now, while at this time it does not appear that Tiger Woods was impaired in any way as part of his procedure, they will be investigating whether drugs or alcohol was involved. For now, reporting live here in Rancho Hills Estates, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
MB, thank you.